Hey, what's up, fellas? Let's talk that real talk. If your partner, your boo, your love cheated on you and you're still there, the real question ain't can you trust them again? It's can you trust yourself again? Because once that door cracks open, fellas, the game changes. Every goddamn thing changes. And I know I got a lot of friends from the gay community, and a lot of you gay friends be giving these cheaters, these trifling ass men second chances. And today we're going to jump into it. So strap up and let's do this. Let me say this real loud and clear. Man to man. Hear that? Man to man. Cheating don't just hurt your feelings. Hear that? Cheating, you cheaters, you players, you motherfuckers that don't know how to stay loyal, right? Cheating don't just hurt your feelings. You know what it does? It rewires your brain. You heard this saying once before. Once a cheater, always a cheater. That shit is true, even in 2025. These Gen Z know it, everybody know it. But as we get older, we're supposed to get wiser. And I want to have this conversation because I see a lot of you gay men out there. You're always giving second chances to people who cheat on you, who play you out, who show no loyalty. In this video, we're going to jump into it and we're going to check y'all for that because sometimes you just need a friendly reminder, a little wake-up call to stop giving these trifling ass men free passes. Stop letting these men break your heart, right? Because like they said, when cheating, yeah, it fucking is painful. It hurts your feelings, right? That shit fucks the strongest man up and breaks him down. But you know what it does? It rewires your brain. Now what happens after you've been cheated on? What happens? You checking your phone every goddamn minute like you the FBI. Always scrolling through your phone, chasing, looking for that text, looking for that phone call, going through his fucking texts to see who he been talking with, his communication, right? You see a notification pop up and right away your stomach start boiling, your stomach start doing backflips because you get nervous and shit like that. And it's crazy. Y'all know that feeling, right? He says to you, he going to the store, and right away you like, what? What store? You start getting all defensive because you know damn well that man ain't going to the store. That man going to probably go get his balls licked, going down the street to see Karen, happy ended, whatever. It ain't no telling, but you know damn well that trifling ass, sorry ass man of yours, that cheater, is not going to no goddamn store. Not at all. So knock it the fuck off. But you'll give him a pass, right? You'll give him a pass and let him leave out of there and be all stressed out, all in your feelings, right? And don't lie. You laughed the first time it happened, right? You gave him a pass and you thought it was all good, fine and dandy, right? Just like I said in the beginning, once a cheater, always a cheater. And you gay men, y'all known for being out there being trifling and thinking with your eggplant, right? Out of control, right? High testosterone. All y'all want to do is party and play, right? And that shit gets old and toxic real fast, right? And y'all let them cheat the first time. You're like, okay, cool, right? Next thing you know, it happens the second time. What do? You're crying again, just like the first time. Crying, all in your feelings. He see you crying, right? He know your ass is hurt. He know you broken. And he just looking at it. He just taking it all in, right? Next thing you know, y'all start acting like cool, like while quietly, like y'all cool, but you quietly losing your goddamn mind. You know, it's the second time this trifling ass man just cheated on you. You in your feelings. You ain't got nobody to call and just go off on. So you just got to keep dealing with this sorry ass trifling motherfucker, right? And it gets to a point where that shit gets toxic. He cheated on you once. You thought it was just a mistake. So you forgave the sorry ass man, right? You gave him, and you're wrong for that. Because they motherfucker, you have many warning signs from old heads, from young heads. Once a cheater, always a cheater. But you think you're untouchable, right? You never even thought in your wildest dreams that this man would cheat on you. But guess what? He's a cheater, right? But you still keep keeping that door open. You still keep allowing that trifling man to do what he does best. And you know what that is? That is to break your heart unconditionally. You signed up thinking that this man was going to be loyal, thinking that this man was going to be your ride or die. only to have a rude awakening, right? And this is the type of shit that goes on in the gay community. And I got to look out for my gay friends because they always be out there suffering and pain peacefully, right? And that shit is crazy because once it happened once, then it happens a second time, and you still acting like it's cool on the sneak tip, knowing damn well that shit is far from fucking cool, right? And then you say to yourself, that's not peace, right? Of course that shit ain't peace. That's called survival mode. You trying to protect something, to hold on to something that you know damn well ain't gonna fucking last. But we'll still have hope. We'll still keep putting our trust in this sorry ass man or woman, knowing that we already caught him once cheating, right? But you'll still keep giving him a pass. You'll still keep letting him go to the store every time he comes with an excuse. Oh, I got to go to the store. I'll be back real quick. Oh, I got to go get me a pair of sneakers. Oh, I got to go run to the mall. All these different excuses. We all heard them before. And I have even told them before. And that's keeping it honest, right? But this is not about me. We talking to my gay friends out there because y'all need a friendly reminder. Stop letting these men abuse you. Stop letting these men cheat on you. Once they cheat on you, it's time to get the fuck up out of that relationship. No ifs, ands, buts, or suppose. But this is the thing, because as you get older, right, you're supposed to get wiser. And you're supposed to be on defense. And when I say defense, men that's over 40, 45, and 50, you're supposed to be protecting your peace at all costs. You're supposed to not be trusting nobody. You're not supposed to be letting your guard down. Because, you know, everything that glitters ain't gold. And a lot of us men, we got game, right? And a lot of y'all ain't built for that game. And y'all get caught up in the feelings, right? And you forget about your integrity, right? And what you stand for. And next thing you know, before you can blink, you in a little relationship and you think that this man loves you unconditionally, right? That's your boo. Oh man, he treats you good. He's a ride or die. He's loyal, right? So then you find out the sorry motherfucker cheated on you once. You okayed it, right? And you said, all right, I'm not going to bug out on this sorry motherfucker. I'm going to give him a second chance. I'm not going to be all crazy about it. I'm just going to be mature about it because maybe it's me. Maybe I just need to change my ways. Maybe I'm just being too mean. Maybe I'm not being there for him sexually when he needs it. Or maybe I'm just like, you know, and you try to point the finger like you're the problem, knowing damn well you're not the problem. If you was the problem, you'd be the one on the other end cheating. You're the one receiving the cheater. But it's always the receiver who always gotta give love and condolences to these fucking players. Fuck all that. It's time that us men still be men, and it's time to stop being soft, right? Because when you get over 40 and 50, that shit hits different. And that's bottom line. Because here's what nobody talks about, right? Men don't process betrayal and emotionally first. Not at all. They're going to fucking hold that shit in. They're going to keep it to themselves. But what's going on is you might not see no outburst. You might not see him bugging, wilding. You're like, damn, this nigga just got cheated on. And he ain't even concerned. He ain't worrying about it. Oh, that man is stressed the fuck out. Nobody want to have a man or woman that's out there cheating on him. That shit crushes the strongest motherfucker out there, right? But what he's doing is he's processing this cheater internally, right? He's keeping it internally. He's trying not to show no emotions, right? So what happens is when you start holding everything in internally, right? You just start asking yourself all kinds of dumb questions that it ain't even your fault. You start asking, was I not enough? Right? Right away, that's the first question you start asking yourself. Was I not enough? Instead of saying it's time to get away from this sorry motherfucker. This motherfucker played me out. He don't have no respect for me. He don't have no respect for himself. If he did it once, this motherfucker's going to continue doing it over and over and over and again. So why are you asking yourself, was I not enough, right? Then you start asking, did I miss something? You start asking yourself all these different questions. Did I miss something? Am I stupid for staying, right? And when you ask yourself that question, the ego comes into play, right? Because nobody want to feel stupid. Hear that? Am I stupid for staying? And let me give you guys a friendly reminder. A lot of y'all are listening to me. Y'all are stupid because you will still stick around and stay and let that sorry ass man kick dirt on you, cheat on you, go down the street, fuck with Karen, and then after he done with Karen, go up the street with his boo Jimmy because that motherfucker's on the DL. See how that works? You don't know what these men out here are thinking nowadays because you know the saying, once a man is always a man, and what they say about us What they got to say about us men, all men are dogs. And that's why nobody can be trusted, even the good guys, right? That's why the good guys are single, because a lot of motherfuckers are suffering in pain. They suffering in trauma. And that cheating shit is everywhere. Gen Z, older, younger. It happened to the best of them, me included. You know, I'm not going to sit here and say, like, I never cheated or I never been cheated on. We all been there. But there comes a time you get older and you get wiser. Yeah, when you were young, it's easy to forgive, right? You're young, you know, your emotions are high, you're in love. Oh, I love him, that's my boo. So your thought process is a little different. But when you get older, that shit hits a whole lot different. And that shit is dangerous, because instead of anger, we turn that shit into what? Self-doubt. And self-doubt is a motherfucker. Because, you know, I tell my clients and the people I talk to, anytime, when in doubt, sit out. I don't give a fuck what it is. If you doubting that this motherfucker don't love you unconditionally, back the fuck up. If you doubting that this motherfucker is going to the store when he's saying he go to the store, don't let that motherfucker leave at all. Because 9 out of 10 times, you're right. Our instinct would tell us when somebody is doing something more harm than good, but we'll still give them a pass, right? And that shit is dangerous, like I said. Now let me ask you something. And keep it real. Answer it honestly, right? No bullshit. Don't be sitting here with the cookie cutter answers. Let your voice be heard, because every one of us that's listening to right now knows what a cheater is. Cheater got game. Cheater will make you believe that he just made a mistake. You know, he loves you unconditionally. He'll start getting on his knees, begging you, acting like, you know, like he's a good man, knowing damn well he's a trifling ass sorry man, right? Because here's a real question. And listen, and lock in for this question. Are you staying with this sorry ass cheating man because you truly believe trust can be rebuilt? Hear that? You think that you can trust this motherfucker and it can be rebuilt, or because you're afraid to start over? Let that sit in for a minute and hold that thought, because I know the answer. Let me ask you again, because I know y'all gonna sit there and act like y'all didn't hear this question. I'm asking you the question. This motherfucker cheated on you not once, but twice, right? So the question that I have for you, and keep it real, are you staying because you truly believe you can trust and this relationship can be rebuilt, or because you're afraid to start over? Why are you staying? Because there shouldn't be no reason for you to even to be staying. And that's real talk. Your ass should. Once he cheated once, I know that shit hurts. It might have had 5 years in and he finally cheated. You know, you might have had 1 month in and the motherfucker cheat. Different stroke for different folks. And you can't go out here and predict what somebody's going to do. All you can do is go out there and proceed with caution. You got to protect your heart. You got to protect your peace. Stop giving these motherfucking men open passes like they're bosses, like they're kings, because there is none. Motherfuckers will find out you're your weakest link and they will walk all over you. And if you're a soft, feminine man, y'all know what's going on. These alphas is going to treat you like shit. They're going to cheat on you once. They're going to cheat on you twice. And it's just going to keep happening over and over and again. So everybody says, you know, chill. Just give them time. Fuck that. You don't give that man no time, because time doesn't heal betrayal. Hear that? You can have all the time in the world. Once a cheater, always a cheater. And time doesn't heal betrayal. Accountability heals betrayal. And a lot of men don't have no accountability. They'll betray you and they'll still be acting like they didn't do nothing wrong. You know what? Consistency is the key. Consistency heals betrayal. Change, making a change in your fucking behavior heals betrayal. And a lot of men don't want to change. That's why you can't trust him when he cheat once. Because he'll play like he changed. He'll play like I'm going to be consistent. He'll try to play like he's taking accountability for being a cheater. But you know what? Nothing's changing. And if nothing changes except the same old apology over and over and over again, you should not be forgiving that man. All you're doing is just postponing the pain. And that's it. Stop forgiving and stop postponing the pain, because it's pain. And listen, a motherfucker gonna come at you when he make that mistake, right? He gonna cheat. That motherfucker gonna come out there and play like he loves you unconditionally. Why? Because you caught him, right? He don't. 9 out of 10 times a motherfucker that cheats is cheating way under what he got at home. He ain't going out there cheating with no winner. Right? He going down there with some sorry ass motherfucker that does all of the above. You might have a good man or woman at home who just might not be in the mood for no sex tonight. But you're sorry ass because you horny, you hard, and you all in your feelings. You'll go down the street and tag some sorry ass trifling motherfucker that's ugly as hell, no sex appeal, no nothing. Just to release, just to say you did it. And you'll come home and treat the motherfucker that's your ride or die like shit. And when you get caught, you'll start backpedaling and put your knee pads on. You'll start wanting to cry, right? You'll start begging on your knees, begging like a little bitch, knowing that you don't start begging now, motherfucker. You cheated on me. You broke their heart. Now you got your knee pads on. Now you wanna give me a happy ending. Now you wanna lick me from head to toe, motherfucker. No, go back down the street with your sorry ass friend. I seen it in your motherfucking text messages. Y'all got such a bonding relationship. Niggas, you stay here. Don't come to me with that bullshit. And that's real talk. And I hope y'all listening, because that's what the motherfucker gonna do. He gonna be crying. He gonna be begging. He gonna be giving you all these different promises. And you know what? Promises mean nothing if the behavior stays the same. And a lot of times, that's what's gonna happen. The motherfucker only gonna beg and change for that first hour that he's been busted. Because he know he's fucked, right? You might be holding the motherfucker down, paying all his bills. You might be holding him down in every aspect of life, but sexually. So that's usually the main thing that makes a motherfucker cheat. You might not be giving them no ass at home, and the chick down the street loves to be pegged in the ass. See how that works? You got a problem, and that's reality, right? Because what you ain't doing, somebody else will always be doing, and that's the nature of the game. But as you get older, say you ain't doing that, and that bitch down the street is doing that, or that dude down the street, let that motherfucker continue doing that. Don't bow down and do something that you don't want to do. Stand on principle. Let that motherfucker continue to cheat. If that means you being single, so be it, right? Because once a cheater is always a cheater. You can't trust that man ever again. Because let's be real. Trust might come back, right? It can come back, right? But it never comes back the same, right? A motherfucker will always be nice for the first month, maybe 2 months, maybe 3. But by 4, that motherfucker true colors is right back to normal, right? It's like breaking a mirror, right? What happens? You break the mirror, you can glue that fucking mirror back. But every time you look at it, what do you see? You see the same fucking cracks in that mirror. So you didn't fix shit. You see them same fucking cracks. You hear that? You go in there, you break a mirror. Not only did you break the mirror, now you got bad luck. You know the saying, when you break a fucking mirror, now you really got bad luck. Oh, you done fucked up now. This motherfucker's cheating on you and you breaking mirrors. Oh, your ass got a problem. You can sit there gluing it like, oh, fuck, this mirror just broke. I got bad luck. Yeah, well, you definitely got bad luck. You just got cheated on. You should need that mirror to tell you that. But you'll glue the motherfucker up and you think you fixed something. But every time you look at that motherfucker, all you see is them same motherfucking cracks. That same ass, sorry ass cheater. That same old man. So the real decision isn't, right? It says, so you ask yourself, can I trust him? The real decision is, can I live with never trusting him the same way again? That's the question. Can you live with never trusting this sorry ass cheating man the same way again? Because if the answer is no, staying will slowly destroy you each and every day. So you better get your ass out of that fucking relationship fast and run for the fucking turnpike or the fucking parkway, whatever it is. But just get the hell out of that house and get away from that motherfucker. Because some of y'all didn't forgive. You know what you did? You shrunk yourself. You shrunk yourself just to keep the relationship. And that's not some of y'all. That's most of y'all. You don't fucking forgive. You just scared to move on. So what do? You'll shrink yourself to keep the relationship. Settling for less. And that's not boss. That's not being a man, right? You stopped asking questions, knowing damn well the dumbest question that you can ask is the one you don't ask. So now that he cheated on you, now you're going to go in the corner and hide and not ask no more questions? Well, guess what? That cheater going to keep cheating on you over and over and over again. You got to ask questions. Then you stop speaking up. You don't want to speak up. You all in your feelings. You hurt. So you know he's a cheater. So you just want to hold everything in eternally when you should be speaking the fuck up and checking this sorry ass man, right? You stop being fully you, right? Now you in the corner, right? Because you gave this sorry motherfucker all you can give him, right? And he shitted on you. In any relationship that requires you to silence yourself just to keep the peace, that shit is already over before it starts. So he can say sorry, he can cheat, he can beg, he can do all that shit. The relationship is over. And you're not strong for staying quiet. You're just tired. You're just tired. And as you get older, you get wiser, right? So let me flip the script. Walking away, fellas, isn't failure. Sometimes it's just self-respect finally showing up. Leaving doesn't mean that you didn't love him hard enough. Nah, not at all. It just means you loved yourself enough to say, fuck this, enough is enough, right? And you're tired, right? You won't live in doubt no more, right? You ain't gonna be policing your loyalty because you know you loyalty. Motherfucker, but he's a cheater. That don't got nothing to do with you. You continue to stay loyal. You continue staying on purpose. Don't let a motherfucker drag you down into doing his dumb behavior shit because you still stay real. He the one that failed miserably. He got to look at himself each and every day when you're gone and you're nowhere around. And he got to think back to why he cheated, right? You ain't going to lose yourself trying to save this relationship. Let that relationship go.